don't
me.
like a woman that's over independent. See, that's another reason why relationship and marriage don't last that nowadays, because at the end of the day, we're not going off the old tradition.
What is your 5-year plan?
My
Right,
5-year plan.
that's what I was gonna ask.
Get my credit score to a 7, 5 or 8. Working on credit, because it's already at a 6.
What is your 5-year plan?
It's already at a 6, 7.
Junior, I feel like you're requiring something of women that you are not,
Junior,
that you don't have.
Junior.
You're working on it. Like, if you requiring something, you should already be established in it. You ain't finna tell me what I need to be, and you ain't even established in it.
I'm not gonna say she gotta quit her job, but she ain't finna make more money than me.
Oh my God.
So, with the guy, example of this guy, it sounds like, from what I've gathered, hopefully I'm correct, that he wants a woman who is more traditional. And then, of course, he was asked, what's your 5-year plan, what you got going on to support a traditional woman? And he's, stumbling all over the place. Do you feel like there is an influx of men, or just like an influx of public opinion on the masculine side of the spectrum, where they want a partner who is more traditional, ergo, i.e. domesticated, stays home, takes care of the home, takes care of the kids, very demure, very, lady in the streets, freaking the sheets, stays home, that kind of, just all the things. Do you think there's a lot more men that want that traditional role, but there's a lot more men who also cannot support such a desire?
I think it's I want to have my cake and eat it too.
Mm.
Or, excuse me, the way that I actually learned it, I want to eat my cake and have it, which obviously you can't eat it and then still have it. So I think I want a chick to stay at home, so I know I got something for me whenever I get in that motherfucker. But if I'm out in the streets, making us money because you don't have to work, then you shouldn't be able to dictate or tell me what I need to do or how I need to run my life. But I just want to make sure that when I get home, everything's taken care of. It's literally selfish at the end of the day. Like, I want to make sure that the home's taken care of while I go out and gallivant in the streets. Now, I don't want an overly independent, or I didn't want an overly independent woman because we can't plan anything together. Because you're an independent person, unless it's your idea. For some women, I'm not saying all, obviously, but for some women, it's if you didn't come up with the plan, you don't want to do it. If your man comes up with the plan, it's not good enough unless you add on to it.
Mm.
So I think that causes a lot of friction in between relationships. But, I always take it a step further and go on to financial literacy. In this current economy, you do need a 2-person household to have regular income. I believe that if one job goes down, then the other job needs to be able to support the bills. You shouldn't be living off depending on both of your paychecks. You should only be living off depending on one paycheck and putting the other paycheck towards, taking trips and investing and saving. Your money should be in a high yield savings account, by the way, not just a regular checking account. Checking account should only be for when you're paying bills. Anyway, that's a whole nother, anyway. So I think if you can't bring all that to a woman, to an independent woman, she won't even look your way. So if you don't have a solid plan for you, for yourself, then you can't come to an independent woman and try to turn her into a housewife. I feel like if you are looking for a housewife, I don't know what he does, but if you are looking for a housewife, she needs to know where you get your money from, not just the streets. If she's going to be taking care of your household and making sure your favorite snacks are in the kitchen and your kids are good, then she needs to know that you're going to actually be able to provide indefinitely. Like your job ain't going nowhere. You're in construction, or you're a plumber, electrician, or something like that. But if you just say in my 5 years, I'm going to be something. You know what I mean? Like, my credit score is going to be crazy in 5 years. If that's the initial thing that you can say, then you need to reassess your priorities. and I guess I'm also one of those people that don't believe that, even though I did it, and it's only because I did it that I think it's wrong. But I'm like, you shouldn't date people when you broke. Like you really should not date somebody when you don't have your finances in order, because it's just gonna create undue stress on an already brand new situation. So if you don't have a better financial plan and just building your credit score, you need to fix that first. Then go and try and ask for a housewife or not an overly independent person. That's your 20 cents. How do you feel?
Yes, that's how I feel as well. If you want a traditional person, then you need to be understanding that your preference requires that you now are also traditional. That means you are taking care of more things financially, and away from the house, or you're getting the house, you're paying the cars, you're clothing the kids, even though your wife might take the money and go shopping for the kids for the new school year and grocery shop and all that. You're the one providing the funds so that can happen. You're going to be the one that, depending on your financial situation as the head of household, it may not be enough. You might need to find a way to make more. You know what I mean? And yes, hopefully you have a partner where you're figuring out where the budget needs to be at and yada yada. But you have all these things that you want, but you can't get that for yourself alone right now.
Right.
So it's unreasonable. It's unreasonable to ask for that when you're not ready to receive that. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just like the idea of something. I feel like, at least on social media, I'm seeing a lot of men kind of coming out and stating like, I want a traditional woman. Like, I'm hearing that a lot more than before. Maybe the algorithm's just shifting to only show me that. I don't know, but seeing a lot of the whole alpha male thing, and then wanting your woman to be submissive and yada yada. And then in his case, he doesn't want her to be too independent, which I guess just means you don't want her to be doing better than you, which, okay.
Yeah, I think when he says too independent, I don't want you arguing with me. Like, in this relationship, what I say goes. I don't, because you got your own, I don't want you to argue. Well, I can do blah 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 by myself.
So I want to be able to, so I basically don't want you to have any arguments against me,
Right.
Financially, at least. Oh.
At the very least, yeah, because you independent. I want you to have to depend on me. So whenever you gonna tell me some bad shit, you gonna think about it for a little bit, because I'm your only source to
Sounds like he wants a lot of control. A lot of control, a lot of freedom, and no drama that he can't just throw money at. So that you over here like, where you been all night? Let me shut up.
inconsistent money.
Done. You know what I
That
mean?
as well. That's crazy, yo. You can ask for it. You can ask for, one thing I learned about God, like, not to make this a religious conversation, but you can ask for whatever you want. You can ask for the sky to turn green. You can ask for $1 billion in your bank account. You can ask. But are you the type of person that already, like, do you know anybody that has it that you also act like? It's like, no, like, whenever you with your homies, all right, if y'all are acting the same, y'all are cool, how do they treat their girls? Are they like you? Are they in the strip club with you? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta start to think about the people that you hang around, asking for something better, but you're not in an environment where better even comes. You know what I mean?
So you're not ready to receive.
Yeah, like, when you ask for abundance, you have to be ready to receive abundance. If you ask for the submissive housewife, you have to be prepared to take care of said submissive housewife. If you want top quality. Now, if you just want any old girl that, gonna stay home, smoke weed in the house with the kids, hang out, on the porch, talk shit, and, maybe fuck the FedEx guy. If you want that, then you gonna get it, because that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for, like, all I'm looking for is a basic chick that'll stay home and clean when I'm there. If that's what you're looking for, and the only thing that you could provide her was, maybe I'll have some money for you, maybe I won't, I'm trying to fix my credit score right now. Then you're going to get the bottom of the barrel version of that. And you're going to be in constant strife and constant stress because
You got what you wanted.
you got what you wanted, but you didn't realize you needed to be better to receive it on a better level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one of the main things I definitely believe in. Like, you can't ask for something and then not be able to handle it when it's delivered upon you. And if you can't handle it at that level, you can't even ask for it at a higher level because you can't even handle, you know, the problems that it comes with right now. So, yeah. But, like we always say, good luck to you.
Good luck to you.